Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Raiders of Oakland. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. second down in the yard. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get this out to Gurley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The Raiders at 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a... He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And this one complete again to Mims. Touchdown, Texans. Marvin Mims, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. They'll try and run up the gut with Gurley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8.
43! 43!
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mahomes going to change things up. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Evans, the man in motion left. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right. Gurley again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
And the Texans first down.
Now Allen. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Allen. Touchdown! George Kittle. 29 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now Mahomes. It's caught by Mike Evans. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Yellow.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
On play action, Allen. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Middle. 5 wide. What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens, 42 yards.
And the Texans open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Yellow. What's that?
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
That's taken on the 25. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Rashad White.
57 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
15. Yellow.
The 33-yard line.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 43.
Again they run with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
I don't need to. Hey, color. I don't need to. My time.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Texans!
George Pickens
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Hey, 57, Collins, 57, Collins.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And a catch right side by Evans. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
They'll get this out to Gurley.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
At the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert! 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 Alert!
So Allen's going to look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
This is intercepted.
And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Texans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.